You've been learning for a long time, haven't you? Sometimes consciously, sometimes quietly, in the background, as if a deeper intelligence inside you has been gathering evidence, collecting data, waiting for this exact moment of recognition. Because at some level, you already know. You were never too sensitive. You were always precisely tuned. Like a satellite dish, angled, to catch faint cosmic whispers. You're able to notice what others miss. And that is why your journey hasn't been easy. A precision instrument feels distortion more sharply than a hammer ever could. And yet, that same sensitivity, when you stop resisting it, becomes your superpower. It's how the universe receives its feedback through you. Now, some part of your mind may wonder how this all fits together. And that's good. Confusion is the doorway the brain leaves open, just before it reorganizes itself into understanding. Because even now, your neurology, it's updating. New connections forming, old associations softening, new meanings emerging. Imagine, you once doubted your intuition. What if intuition is just your brain processing a billion bits of data beneath awareness, surfacing the result as a feeling? Pattern recognition in its fastest form. Every time you've said, I just knew, you were running advanced computation wrapped in mystery. And as you realize this, you begin to see trusting intuition isn't mystical, it's mechanical. It's the mind's way of speaking before the mouth catches up. Now zoom out for a moment. See the bigger picture. Every choice you've made, every hesitation, every breakthrough, it's been an experiment in wave interference. You're the lab, and the universe is the field. And your every action sends ripples through both. Act from fear. The waves clash and cancel. Act from coherence. The pattern amplifies, beautifies, harmonizes. And maybe you've noticed, harmony feels like alignment. The scientist calls it resonance. The mystic calls it grace. Both, they're simply names for the same moment, when self and source agree. Because math, that language people fear, it's really the poetry of the universe, written in symbols that sing about symmetry. Every Fibonacci spiral, every ratio, every orbit says the same thing. There's order hiding inside chaos. And that is what you're learning to see. Order inside yourself. Now imagine somewhere in your near future, a moment where you act on this. You sense something, you trust it, you move with it, and life flows. You realize how natural it feels to operate as a tuned instrument. Other people may call it luck, intuition, divine timing. But you'll just listen, smile, because you'll know. And then there's the other path, the one where you don't act, the one where doubt wins. The future that feels smaller, heavier, more predictable. Like living the same day on repeat. The neurons keep firing the same story. And the world mirrors it back exactly. Safe, familiar, but painfully still. So between those two timelines, the difference isn't magic, it's coherence. Alignment of thought, feeling, and action. A human being functioning as a harmonic instrument inside the great orchestra of creation. And if you listen closely right now, you can almost hear the hum of that orchestra underneath your thoughts. The quiet pulse that says, this is who you're becoming. Every fear that used to stop you. People will think I'm crazy. Who am I to do this? What if I fail? They all dissolve when you realize fear isn't a wall, it's a compass. It doesn't mean don't go there. It means this way to growth. Because evolution always hides behind discomfort. And the moment you stop fighting it, that same fear turns into propulsion, jet fuel for transformation. So as you sit there listening, feeling the shifts begin to organize themselves, notice how your mind is already running new code. Every reframe changes synaptic weighting. Every realization strengthens new circuits. Every aha moment becomes a new instruction to your unconscious, teaching it how to see differently, feel differently, act differently. And what happens when you live this way? You walk through life as both scientist and poet, measuring, experimenting, laughing, failing, learning, expanding. Each setback becomes data. Each success becomes calibration. Each emotion becomes a signal rather than a sentence. You stop seeking peace as escape and start finding peace as participation. You stop waiting for permission to love yourself and start living as proof that you already do. You stop demanding purpose and start embodying it. Because every coherent choice is purpose made visible. And as you do this, you begin teaching others, not by words, but by presence. Your coherence entrains theirs. Your calm invites their nervous system to remember harmony. You become a field of permission that says, it's safe to be real. So now, take a slow, deep breath and just allow the mind to do what it does best, integrate. Because the model is already installed. From I'm too sensitive to I'm a finely tuned instrument for field data. From I don't know if I can trust my intuition, to intuition is pre-conscious pattern recognition, accelerated by coherence. From spiritual lessons or abstract, to every choice is an experiment in wave interference. And each time you act on this, life becomes easier, lighter, more meaningful. Because your inner scientist and your inner mystic, they've finally shaken hands. You've been upgraded, quietly, elegantly, naturally. Not because someone gave you new tools, because you remembered. You are the tool. You are the technology. You're the experiment, the explorer, and the field all at once. And now, with that awareness humming gently through you, you can open your eyes to the world and begin living as the finely tuned instrument you're always meant to be.